Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. I got something for you today. You talking about life lesson? This is about to get personal. Hope I can get through it without getting a little too emotional, but we'll see. Let's go. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission. And that's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice, daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? So I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And always, to my yacht, be true. This is a lesson today that's personal. As I'm reading through it, I'm like, this is going to be a little rough, but let's see how it goes. Right thinkers, let's talk about how to master love and joy. No hate, no pain. But the title is, right thinkers, let's talk about love and joy. Like yin and yang, good both ends. Okay, no bad, nothing bad there. Okay, trying to break that out. Well, I get it right. At the yin and yang. Okay, good both ways. There you go. Yin, yang, joy, love, joy is good both ways. That's the concept. So let's get the lesson going. This is some good stuff. True love and joy, again, cannot be found in this physical world. No matter how hard you try, ain't gonna happen. You try to beat God's given, ain't gonna happen. So that's the concept, and that's the point, and it's true. Now, upon reflection, one will now see that the pursuit of happiness in this physical world, which one and all of us is taught to pursue from childhood, is what? You ready? Don't say it. Yeah, mistake. Yeah, mistaken concept of reality. A relative reality, which is really an illusion. We live in the matrix where everybody's starting to realize that, starting to come to grips with that concept. Why? We got our own world in our own mind. We create our own world within ourselves. And if you caught up in the rigors of what's going on, you just like everybody else. You become part of the matrix or the ignorance. How about that? See, they change the names. We are spiritual beings having human experience. All we have to do is realize who we are. Wake up. Yeah. Come out the matrix. Whatever you call it. See, it's just the same thing, just worded different. So I'm old school. I'm going to tell you how to think. Let's go. So in this, the whole concept, if there is an object, okay, or a person that could provide true happiness, remember to say, if there's an object, means something physical, or a person, again, physical, that can bring you true happiness, what happened? It would have universal appeal, wouldn't it? See where I'm going with this? It would make everyone happy at all times. He is what? Or did it be what? Okay, sound familiar, but I'm just letting you put in the parts that you feel comfortable with. If it would, if we had this person or object, it would make everybody happy all the time. But now, self-reflection on this concept, this point, watch this, will reveal that there is no such object or person in this universe. But don't you say, no, I didn't say nothing. I'll let you use your own. See, again, you can think whatever you want. But until you know, it's just a concept. It's just a thought. So let me try to help you out, enlighten you. The mind, again, is so constructed, it works on its own without guidance, that it becomes what? Bored with the objects of the world. With people. And how about this? With physical pleasures of the flesh. It has what? It is the deeper rooted need to what? To experience complete bliss. AKA searching for one's true self. And when you find it, it makes what? You want to go back. If you don't find if you don't find that in yourself, what happened? It makes you want to go back. Here was about to get interesting. You want to go back and pursue what? The same, you say, going back to pursue what? Our object or person which provided what? That short-term gratification. That man that was good in the bed but wasn't worth a trap nowhere else. That woman that was good in the bed but didn't do nothing else. See, when I'm going with just remember, I'm an equal opportunist. So I'm not going to just speak from one side. I'm a male. I speak for the male, but I let the women know it go both ways. Come on now. That's what the mind. The mind don't give a damn about you being male or female. That's why I gave you two hemispheres to use them. And why is this? When you have that situation, when you get that short-term gratification or that mental security, somebody makes you feel good, that brother who sells the drugs and because he bring and drop you somewhere, but again, those are all selfish gains that you just subjecting yourself to that game. Again and again, over and over, expecting something to change, right? Each time, what? Each time we return to the source of the illusionary pleasure. Drugs, male, female, job, relationship, don't make a difference. When you go back, and what happened? We convince ourselves, there we go, that what? Oh, it's going to be better this time. The same experience that you've been through that didn't work, that you left and you want to go back, ex-president, we don't need to go that direction. We know what that is. I will never, ever go back. You can, I can say what I want. I'm telling you, if I don't experience something with you and it didn't work, okay, I'm good. I ain't going back. Now, but if we were unable to return to what? Perceived source of pleasure, when they become, what happened? When you don't get them person that makes you know, what happened? You become depressed, you become upset, and you're what? Disappointed. That leads to depression state of mind. Why? An agitated or upsetness, a concept, it constitutes an agitation of the mind. You're not happy. Why? Oh, she's good. Yeah. You are mentally pining for something that's really an illusion, but agitation of the mind will prevent, this problem will prevent you from having peace of mind, okay? Peace of mind won't happen for you. You will be constantly bombarded because of your own self. This is the painful, suffering process of life of the ignorant, as referred to by who? The sage, the learned man, the wise man, knows all these things. I'm old-fashioned. I learned the old-fashioned way, the hard way. I experienced it. So yeah, I made it through. Moving on. But when your emotional attachment is dispelled, when you can break away from emotion of something attached to something, what happened? You now realize that the wisdom of your teaching that you profess, right thinking philosophy, now you will become more and more detached, and you will have more understanding to be dispassionate toward what? Objects of the world, and even toward other peoples and their persons and their egos. I'm not giving in to your nonsense. Okay? This will allow you to have what? More control over who? One's senses and passions of yourself. I'm not out here looking for no freaks. I'm not out here looking to get my thing on. So that don't move me in the least. So those are things I don't even concern myself with. So my mind ain't, oh, man, you ain't getting nothing. I ain't worried about that. But when you have peace of mind, will now what? Be possible. If you ain't concerned yourself with what you don't have, if you ain't bogged down with what you trying to get, you're never going to find peace of mind. Why? You're always living in what you didn't or what you want. You're not living in the now. And when you do this, watch this, I'll use myself as a perfect example. I will use objects and possessions and people, but not to be what? Attached to them. That's not hard to do. I'm not using, I tolerate and deal with you, but I'm not dependent on you to do what I need to do. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. And when you're a team player, you just do what you're supposed to do to help the team. Relationship, do your half of the damn relationship. Simple as that. 50-50, bring your half. And watch this. Now, because now you will know yourself that nothing belongs to anyone except your own internal thoughts and concepts and views. You can go out and buy 100 houses. Guess what? Watch this. When you realize it ain't about the possessions and nothing really belongs to you, watch this. This is easily demonstrated. How? See, when I make points, I make them to make a point, not to debate and argue. This point is proven, demonstrated when someone dies and they have to what? Leave all their what? Worldly possessions. All their what? Worldly possessions where? Behind. You can't take it with them? No. Ownership is really a damn illusion. Only thing you own is you. See where I'm going with this? This is self-mastery. Coming to grips and realizing reality for yourself. My job is to just get you there. It's on you to take it from this point. But peace of mind is required. And these are the things you have to do. Listen, reflect, and gain understanding of the teachings, said lessons, and now development of what? The development of your true love and joy will be able to be felt and have for yourself. It ain't what's out there. It's going to do it. True love, here we go. True love and joy comes from you ready for this one? I've been waiting to get to this one. Discovering that God is within oneself and everything that's in creation. You are part of everything. And this is the covenant goal for all human beings, all spiritual beings having human experience. All this other stuff just distraction, which is fine. That knock yourself out. Whatever gets you might not get through. But like again, you ain't taking none of it with you. I don't need to own nothing. Told you, I got books. Y'all can get that. I'm leaving with nothing. Like my man left me alone. Do it yourself. Got the message loud and clear. Okay, moving on. Just the concept. Just mine. I'm on institute, not for nobody except myself. But the best feeling in this physical world is to know that you and God are one. That's knowing thyself. Spiritual enlightenment, Christhood, Horushood, and whatever. But it's still the best feeling in the world and have been ever since. And this is the covenant goal for all human beings. The reason for existence on earth. The ultimate fun is to what? Live on all planes of existence. When they call thoughts, God's mind, thrice great. Why? Because he's great in the physical form, he's great in the astral form, and he's great as absolute. Why? He's great in every form, every aspect of himself. We are the same way. We can do the same thing. That's what they're trying to show you. But watch this. It gets better. I'm almost there. Now, to live on all planes of existence, the physical, the astral, and the casual, aka the absolute. That's the deep sleep state that you go into when you die, or you go into good sleep. We know that. We experience it now. You just get a glimpse of it. They just don't worry. Don't fear that. Why? Ain't nothing to fear. Moving on. You fear in the physical body. Yeah. Moving on. But watch this. In all absence, you become an absolute and at once in balance, aka Maya. That's what does it. And one can now what? Love all people what? Equally. I love my church family. I ain't got to physically be in physical love with them. Spiritually, I love them all. That's what they're trying to show you. Understanding and being forgiving those for their frailties. What somebody else's iniquities is, ain't gonna do with me. How he was what he did ain't got no bearings on me whatsoever. He gave me birth. I love and appreciate it for that. Everything else is on him. Moving on. But when you have understanding, since you now understand that your search for self is what is driving them also. The same thing that drives you to be and do you is the same in them. How they express it, how they deal with it is everybody's choice, aka free will. So, however this is occurring, however, why is it occurring in what? In most unconscious, aka ignorant people, so they don't understand it. And there's a lot of that going on. They look at the masses as being ignorant. So I teach. That's all I can do for you. Come here, I got you. Now, you'll be able to see when one is looking for love in all the wrong places. You can't go looking for a good girl in the house of air repute. You can't, or you should go to church and find a freak. Some things just don't go together. We know that. We taught that as kids. Come on, man, moving on. But in life, I like to give real life analogies. I ain't into the fairy tales. I'm going to give you real life analogies. That's keeping it real. And for those who ask, you can now provide, here we go, what I do, guidance based on what? Your own life experience and your level of development. Excuse me. Consciously, I'm at the highest level. I know myself. My goal now is to get all those who want to know themselves there too for themselves. That's why I'm here. And what I do for you. So understand that. And now you will want to what? If you reach this level for yourself, you will want to what? Share your peace and wisdom with who? All. I'm here doing just that. Okay. I go back. I got to tell the story. This kills me because just take me back. All I could think about, Richard Pryor. Everybody thought he was crazy. Yeah, he's funny. But dude, he had 5 shows when he gave him his own show. When he found out how smart he really was, he canceled it. And the best one was the kicker when they did a safari, the Egyptians, him and 3 other white guys, right? The only black guy. So they go into the tomb, they go in, he found a book of life. He opened it up, he going through it. Oh man, yeah, Jack, oh man, we got this is brothers, man. Oh no, oh we did all that. So the 3 white guys start backing up, start easing. He just going to the book. He just wait until the brothers did. They eased up out there, closed the door, man. Hey, nothing here to see. That's hidden knowledge. But he was trying to tell his people, go watch them guys. He knew that way back then. So I love that. And that's what I keep thinking about. You know when somebody's doing something wrong. You can distinguish between good and bad. So understand that. So when somebody's trying to help you out, teach you, sometimes they got to do it on the low. You know how we treat it. Why we had to deal with the white man one on the low. Why? To get what we needed done. Subliminal messages, esoteric messages, hide the message, okay? But you will also understand what? That others have their own lessons to learn. Again, every individual has his or her own lesson to learn in the physical form. So now they can only be what? Helped. That's all I can do for you and try to extend that they are, if they are ready to grow. If you tune in here, you're ready to grow. If you're looking for anything else, this ain't the place to come. Why? Growth is sometimes painful. Sometimes the truth hurt. I'm going to hurt you. Why? I'm going to tell you the truth. So every now and then, I'm going to gut shot you. Give up what? Giving up a way of thinking when it's wrong for another that's right. Sometimes it's hard to do. And some may be able to do that. Why? I told you they don't change. In particular, some people, they say lions don't change, leopards don't change, the stripes, whatever. But yeah, some people can change their bad habits and that happen in this lifetime. Okay, if you can't do what you need to do when you die, you just come back. It's called reincarnation. Why? Because you couldn't seem to learn your lesson, which is what? Know thyself. Wrapping it up. Joy. Okay, we done did it left. Let's talk about joy. I got a few paragraphs right here. Joy comes from expanding our consciousness. Why? Because since our true nature is that of spirit, we are spiritual beings by nature. And we have to become conscious of that. And when you make that heart mind marriage, I told you about that lesson. Nobody didn't appreciate it. But yeah, I gave you that lesson. You put your conscious with your heart conscious, SCON. I told you the different spelling. Conscious meaning science. It's been proven. All you got to do is figure it out. That's knowing thyself. And watch this. When you joy is exploring what? That spiritual realm. It's mental. Pain and sorrow, watch this, comes from what? The physical form, the human form, which experiences disease, weaknesses, and the inability to control one's what? Emotions, feelings, like a victim of what? Circumstances. Oh, poor was me, like a pawn. You're unable to control your own emotions and your moods. So it ain't nobody's fault but yours. But the joy that you get, once one mind is trained to understand, to become enlightened, and to accept the reality of the spiritual world, now it is free to explore what? That world, that mental world, thereby making it possible for your soul to feel true joy at experiencing the realm of beyond the physical body. It ain't in things of the outer world, it's things of the inner world. That's what they try to explain to you. I hope you're getting the message. The lesson closing out with this. Those who through the era of attachment, meaning it's not good, attachment, love their body. I mean, you love this physical world because okay. Abide what? Wandering in the darkness, reincarnation, through sensible and suffering of things, aka even death. But those who realize, who wake up and know thyself, that the body is but what? A tomb of your soul, and you can rise to immortality by doing and living and being your best self. That's the reward for doing that at the death of the physical body. That's my point. That's my lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. And right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I never know that right thinkers like you have passed away. I'll be back with Silence is Golden.